And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share this video worldwide. Have you joined my Facebook group yet? Please do so. You have seen... Coming up in today's episode, we look into the Indigenous All-Stars versus the Maori All-Stars NRL exhibition game, and also the men's teams. Reese Hoffman is released from West Tigers and goes elsewhere, and 2 new extensions of contracts for 2 Melbourne Storm players. And we begin today with the Melbourne Storm, as they've announced that there are a pair of new contracts for Remy Smith and youngster Jack Howarth. Smith, who is 24 years old, played 25 games in his debut year with the Storm. He has signed a new deal until the end of the 2024 season. Having signed from the Canterbury Bulldogs ahead of the 2021 season, Smith reached his game mark of 50 in the NRL when he played his first game in Melbourne colours, so in grand total 74 NRL games. And the only game that he missed in the 2021 season came in the final round of the regular season when he was rested ahead of the final series. "I'm very happy," he said. "I'm grateful to the club and what they have done for me so far. I'm looking forward to the future. I wouldn't want to be with any other club but the Storm." Jack Howarth, who is 19 years old, has signed a new deal that runs until the end of the 2027 season. He's an Australian schoolboy and his second year as a member of the Storm's top 30 squad. He has yet to make his NRL debut though. "I love being part of the Storm and living life in Melbourne," Howarth said. "The coaching staff and the boys are great to be around and are helping me a lot with my footy and life in general. It's a top class environment to be a part of. Footy wise, I'm looking forward to playing a lot more this year and developing my game even more. The dream is to wear the purple jersey in the NRL and it's getting closer, but there's still a lot of work ahead. My future is sorted now with a great club for a few more years and I can focus in on my footy." The 6'4", 105 kg centre stroke second rower, I would presume, has signed this contract on a long-term deal and is getting well paid for it, as it's reported a $500,000 a year contract wage structure has been put in place. His coach Craig Bellamy is known to be a fan of Howarth, who is likely to once again start the year with the Sunshine Coast Falcons in the Queensland Cup before pushing for a spot in the Melbourne NRL side. On the other side, Remy Smith is known to be a first teamer and has proven so, having played 25 games for the Storm and scoring 14 tries. In total, he's played 74 NRL games with 39 tries to his name. So it was an interesting few days for Reese Hoffman, as it was announced that West Tigers can confirm that he has been released from his final year of his existing playing contract. Hoffman has been granted an immediate release from his final year to take up a deal with another NRL club. West Tigers CEO Justin Pascoe thanked Reese for his commitment to the club and wished him all the best for the future. "On behalf of all of us at West Tigers, I'd like to thank Reese for his efforts since joining the club in 2020, Pascoe said. "Reese is a great young man and we wish him all the best in the next steps of his career." Not long after that, it was announced on the Canterbury Bankstown website that they have continued to add depth to their squad for the upcoming season with the signing of former West Tigers centre Reese Hoffman on a 1-year deal. The 20-year-old, who made his debut against South Sydney in 2020, had a strong junior career representing Queensland at under-18s level in 2019. Hailing from Brisbane, Hoffman played his early football for Wynnum Manly Seagulls and in the Hastings Deering Colts competition, and at 1m87 and 94 kilograms is a powerful ball runner. Hoffman traditionally plays as a centre during his time in Junior Rugby League and in the Tigers New South Wales Cup programme. However, Phil Gould said that he foresaw a positional change for the youngster in a tweet. When asked what position he thought that Reese would play in, he said, "I believe Reese will develop into a very good NRL back row forward. He's about transitioning from being an outside back to training himself to become a forward. It will take some time, but I'm patient and I believe he will work hard. This is the advantage of having our own NSW Cup team." With this move for the West Tigers player going to Canterbury, there was also a rumour that a unidentified Canterbury player will be going the other way, and Gus was asked this again on social media, which he said, no, that won't happen. So no, it's just a one-way deal for the Canterbury side to get the player that they want in through the door, ready for 2022. So we're coming up to the start of the seasons, as next weekend the NRL will have their showpiece of the Indigenous All-Stars versus the Maori All-Stars, and the teams have been named and there are some big names missing, including Latrell Mitchell. While the men's and women's All-Stars games are set to be played next Saturday, the 12th of February at Western Sydney Stadium, it's not all the stars will be there, as Mitchell remains suspended for a high shot that saw him miss the South Sydney's run to last year's grand final. Indigenous All-Stars coach Laurie Daly said he was still expected to Mitchell to do something with the team in the week leading up to the game. While Mitchell's 6-week suspension has rubbed him out of the exhibition match, curiously he's still eligible to play in the South Sydney's other pre-season games. But the 24-year-old will miss the first 2 rounds of the Premiership season, but has been given the go-ahead to play for the South Sydney's traditional pre-season Charity Shield against St George Illawarra. Mitchell can play in the 26th of February clash because players only miss trial games if their bans are or offences graded 3 or higher. But all suspensions rules players out of representative matches, including the Indigenous versus Maori All-Stars game. Leaves the clash without one of its biggest stars, but he is not the only one missing from the 40 players named. Kalen Ponga is one of the players that also miss out, as well as Jack Whiten, Cody Walker and Jerome Luai, who have not been named, while the NRL is preparing for more names to drop, as has come to be the case during COVID times. The league is ready to bring players into the All-Stars camps until the final minute as it pushes ahead of the Sydney's high COVID case numbers. The teams will go into a 6-day camp next Monday, with hard restrictions keeping the players to train and promotional events only during the build-up. But here are the teams as they stand at this moment in time. First of all, the Indigenous side. Albert Kelly, the former Hull and Hull KR man, is included in the squad for the first time in quite some time, but there is still some high-flying talent involved in this. Andrew Fafita and David Fafita are both included. Andrew after his layoff due to a neck injury, but there's still some star power in both teams, like Josh Adokar, Hamiso Taboi Fidal, and also Josh Curran are all included in the squad. Nico Hines, fresh from his move, is also included. So it's going to be a good team, whatever the Indigenous side puts out. The Maori side, as would expected, would be littered with players that have come from New Zealand Warriors, like Britton Nikorora, Chanel Harris Tavita, Jaden Nikarima, Jazz Tavega, Joseph Tarpenny. They're all big names, all New Zealand internationals as well. And it will be a tough game, but also a fantastic spectacle for a showpiece event that the NRL are going to put on. David Kidwell is also the coach of the Maori AllStars, so I'll be tuning in what is, if you're in the UK, going to be a good day for rugby league, because the rugby league all the way through that weekend. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates and new videos that may be coming your way. Now, have you joined my Facebook page yet? If not, here's the QR code. Just scan this and it'll direct you to the page. I want everyone to know that this is where we come together as a rugby league community. I want people who are willing to donate for free equipment to local rugby league teams and to getting involved with rugby league teams that you have at the back of your shed or anywhere, whether it's tackle shields, balls, kicking tees, old shirts, doesn't matter what, boots, anything to help grow our rugby league club, our rugby league community. If you all get involved, we could grow our game. So there's the QR code. Give it a quick scan. Direct you straight to our website. Now, what do you think of today's episode? I want you to comment in the put comments in the comments below about all the stories today. I want another discussion. It's brilliant when you guys all get involved. It's excellent. Thank you for doing so. But in the meantime, please stay safe. Share this video worldwide. I wish you all the best. And I'll see you in the next video.